Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to That's a Wrap, where I like to talk about the latest in movie news. And I'm going to start this off with an update from last week, where I talked about Hugh Jackman being offered $100 million to play Wolverine 4 more times. Apparently, it's all rumor. He denied that there was any offer made to him. So whether there was or wasn't, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's denied as of now. There's a new rumor floating around about Star Wars Episode 7. Last week I talked about Emperor Palpatine making a return as a Force ghost. And now the new rumor is that Ewan McGregor will be reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't really feel too good about that. I'm not too sure how they're planning on handling that, but if they have Ewan McGregor in this movie as a Force ghost, I'm going to be pissed. Because the last time we saw Obi-Wan Kenobi was Alec Guinness, and he was an old man, and we already saw him in a Force ghost form, so how is he going to be young all of a sudden? Unless they are going to do something to CGI him and make him look older and give the Alec Guinness appearance, but they just want to have an actual actor stand in for that, I'll be okay with that. But if we see Ewan McGregor as himself in this movie at all, that's just going to be a huge dent for me. But we'll see if that even happens and what they're going to do with it if it does happen. The Expendables 3 has released an official plot synopsis as well as what the cast is going to look like. So we're going to get all of our returning favorites, and Jet Li is actually going to be in this one again, so that's awesome. And we have all the newcomers, which I've talked about: Antonio Banderas, Mel Gibson, Harrison Ford, Kellen Lutz is going to be in it, and Glenn Powell. So the plot, what it looks like it's going to be here is Sylvester Stallone and Mel Gibson started the whole Expendables group in the past, and something happened where Stallone had to take Gibson out, and to his thoughts, he killed him, but he did not kill him. Gibson survives, comes back, he's looking for revenge on Stallone, and that's what the movie is going to focus on. And then Stallone has to hire a bunch of younger kids who are more tech-savvy to take Gibson out. So that's what we're looking at for the story. It seems kind of bland, but hopefully it's a little bit more interesting, and we'll see how it goes. Got some Guardians of the Galaxy news, and Greg Henry, who is a James Gunn regular, is going to be a part of the cast as well now. And that just makes his cast even more stacked. If you don't know who that is, he's been around. He's been in a lot of things, but probably most notably for people who know James Gunn, he was the mayor from Slither. But he's going to be in the movie. I'm super excited about that. And then the other thing, too, is Bradley Cooper was offered to have the voice for Rocket Raccoon. So whether he takes that or not, we'll see what happens. But if he does accept that and he's going to be voicing Rocket Raccoon, this is by far the most stacked cast. I think this is going to top what the Avengers had as far as the cast, because this cast is ridiculous already, and to add Bradley Cooper into that as well would just put this over the top. But I'm so excited for this movie. I've been excited for it since they announced it, and James Gunn doing the movie is even more fantastic. So Guardians of the Galaxy, hell yeah. In Avengers news, it's rumored that Elizabeth Olsen is going to be playing Scarlet Witch, and this would be pretty interesting because Aaron Taylor Johnson has already got the role for Quicksilver, and they're brother and sister. Cool thing about that is both Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen are working on the Godzilla reboot together, so it'd be pretty wild for them to come back and do Avengers Age of Ultron as brother and sister, so that'd be pretty neat. This next bit of news should be pretty exciting for horror fans, and that's about a movie called Dead Snow. I thought that movie was absolutely fantastic. It's a Norwegian horror film. If you have not seen that movie, I highly recommend checking it out, especially if you're a horror fan. But it's been announced a while ago that we're going to get a sequel to that movie, and finally some new news is surfacing about that. And it's been a title change. It was going to be called Dead Snow 2 War of the Dead, which is, it's an alright title. They switched it to Dead Snow 2 Red vs. Dead. I have no idea what the hell that means. I'm assuming Red's going to have something to do with the movie. But that's the title change, and Martin Starr is now going to be a part of this movie. That's pretty cool. He's in a lot of Judd Apatow films. I'll put a picture over here so you guys can see who he is. But what I most recognizably know him from is in Knocked Up. He's the one who has to grow out his facial hair and all that. But yeah, he's going to be a part of the movie, and I'm super excited for it because Dead Snow definitely kicks some ass. I don't really know anything about this whole 50 Shades of Grey book, but I do know that they're going to have a movie adaptation of the film coming out, and it looks like they finally have their eyes on two leads for that movie, and Dakota Johnson and Charlie Hunnam are the two people that they're looking at. I don't know much about Dakota at all, really, but Charlie Hunnam, he is from Sons of Anarchy, and probably what most people know him from now, if not that show, is Pacific Rim. He was the lead in Pacific Rim. So I don't know much about this, but those are the two people that they're looking at right now. If 2015 isn't already crowded enough for you, Neil Blomkamp's new movie Chappie is set to come out March 27th, 2015, and that is his new sci-fi comedy movie. And I'm super excited for that because, once again, Charlton Copley is going to be a part of that. So that's one more movie to add to the list of 2015. I don't know what else to say about it because that year is unbelievable. And the last bit of news that I have for you today revolves around The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And this is just a set photo that's kind of hinting or teasing at the Sinister Six thing. This looks like just the vault door for Stage 6, but either Sinister was put on top of that or however it got there. Regardless, I'd love to see that happen. I was not a fan of the first Amazing Spider-Man. I think they can redeem themselves and do better, but they're definitely setting up a huge universe for Spider-Man, considering we have release dates confirmed for 2, 3, and 4. So if they do a Sinister Six movie, that'd be pretty badass, but this is just a little teaser photo about that, I guess. Alright, that's all the news I got for you guys this week. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about any of this news. You can click over here to check out some more of my videos, and if you're new to my channel, make sure you click right here to subscribe and keep up with the latest. I do these once a week talking about all the latest in movie news. That's a wrap for now, so until next time, keep it groovy.